Hey guys, this is Tim from Our Life in Pixels, and welcome to another kind of ranty video today. We're going to be talking about Quake, and QuakeCon is this week. I'm very excited. I'm going to be watching and following it closely. There are some rumors as to what will or won't be announced at QuakeCon. Potentially a remaster coming out, potentially a new game. We'll see what happens, but I'm very excited for it, and I'm all about it. So it's crazy to me that Doom has been the franchise that's kind of brought it back to life. But QuakeCon is called QuakeCon still. And that has a lot to do with the Quake game that came out a few years ago, Champions, which is like, it's a kind of fun arena shooter. They tried to make it more of a hero shooter, and it didn't really stick, so we'll see what's going on with that. I'm sure they'll have announcements for that, as that's still a game that is in active development, believe it or not. I haven't played it since it came out. I was kind of hype about it, and then I'm going to tell you something a little weird. What actually turned me off from the game wasn't the gameplay, it wasn't the gunplay. That was actually a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. It was kind of cool to play an old-school arena shooter that was actually modern in more of a multiplayer setting. I mean, you can still get that same kind of feel with Doom, but it was really, the soundtrack is what killed that game for me, because it wasn't this. It wasn't the hard driving drum and the very 90s soundtrack that wouldn't feel out of place in a Matrix, cut up. They did some more like orchestral shit for it, and it was kind of weird. It was kind of a disappointment. I actually, when I was streaming it, muted it and played the Quake 2 soundtrack, because it didn't feel right. Anyway, there's rumors that there will be some sort of remaster announcement, and there's actually strong evidence to support that will be a Quake project. Whether that's going to be, Quake 3 Arena, which was more multiplayer focused, Quake 4 remaster, which is the most like modern true Quake title. We're gonna forget enemy territory existed. Quake Live was a thing as well, which was, Quake Live's a ton of fun. Like, don't get me wrong, Quake Live was awesome. Quake Champions was Quake Champions. I mean, like I said. But Quake 4 was like the last regular Quake game that wasn't, sort of Unreal Tournament-ish like arena and trying to be Battlefield like enemy territory. I'm excited to see what this remaster could be. I think it's going to be like a remake. I don't think it'll be a remaster. I think it'll be a complete rebuild of maybe the first Quake, maybe Quake 2. Which, by the way, these games, for this having come out in 1997, dude, this actually still plays incredibly well. You can see I'm not playing with ray tracing on, but I have played Quake 2 RTX because I do have a GeForce 2060 laptop, so I was able to play with ray tracing that way. But this is just pure Quake right here, especially when you get the soundtrack going. It's just, I love it. There's a lot of like community mods that are out there for it, and I haven't really messed with that, but Quake 2 still has like an active community. There's all the mission packs that you can still buy on Steam, and I actually think this is a title worth checking out, whether you played it or not. These old shooters are tons of fun to go back to, and the kind of tricks to make the games look good back then still work. Like, you can see, even, it's not ray traced, but the lighting is actually, I mean, this came out in 1997. It's pretty damn impressive for 1997, right? So I think the games hold up really well in terms of like fun factor. There are rumors that it could be a Fallout remaster that gets announced, but there's rumors that there might be more Doom content coming out, so we'll see. Machine Games is supposed to be pretty heavily involved in whatever announcement is being made, and it sounds like that's probably going to be what Quake is going to be a Machine Games project. I'm sure if there is Wolfenstein news, that's where it'll be too, but ever since Bethesda acquired id and Quake and Doom and Wolfenstein and all these titles, QuakeCon's kind of been the place where they make a lot of these like surprise announcements. There was a lot of like Fallout 4 reveals before before they were announced officially. So I expect that we'll get maybe some surprise content. We'll probably get a sneak peek at Starfield, if I'm being honest. Even though it's not coming out this year, we probably will see some Starfield, I anticipate. I think Bethesda's going to try and drop that in there. There's going to be a Quake announcement, I believe. Maybe Wolfenstein. Probably not, I don't think. Although the timing for it would be right, given how long it's been since Youngblood. But I'm excited for QuakeCon this week, and I want to hear your guys' thoughts. What do you want to see from QuakeCon this week? Do you want to see anything at all? Do you care? Because, you know, 76, I'm going to bet there will be 76 content as well, but that kind of killed it. So, yeah, let me know what you think. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow us on social media at Our Life in Pixels on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and obviously here on YouTube. We are putting out a lot of content lately. We've been working really hard on it. We're going to keep working hard on it. Yeah, it's fascinating times to be a Bethesda fan. It's fascinating times to be an Xbox fan, because whatever announcement is coming, if there is a new Quake game, it will be exclusive. Like, that's almost guaranteed at this point, so that's interesting. It's nice to see Microsoft and Bethesda using these IPs they acquired. So let us know what you think, and we will, I'm sure, be pushing more content here this week. We'll probably talk about QuakeCon quite a bit on Friday's show, so be sure to follow us there. Check us out on Spotify if you missed last week's show, and we will see you soon. Thanks, guys.